Keto Cowboy is not filmed before a live studio audience. The applause you hear is recorded.
Keto fans, and welcome. This is Cooking with the Keto Cowboy. I'm Zeb Smith, and I'm here to show you guys how to cook the keto way because it's fantastic. It's worked for me, and while I'm cooking, I'm going to tell you guys what I do and how I do it. Now, I'm no doctor, right? No professional, but I certainly know that this stuff has worked for me, and it's changed my life. When I started doing the keto diet, you know, I like the parameters of the keto diet, like more butter, right? If you're going to work out, add salt. I mean, salt and butter, what's better than that? All the meat you can have, bacon, right? More bacon. You can have bacon-wrapped bacon for breakfast, lunch, and dinner with the keto diet. That's what's so wonderful about it. I mean, who doesn't love bacon? And more butter. You know what? Bacon-wrapped butter. That sounds great, doesn't it? But, the second best part of the keto diet is butter, right? Butter, butter, butter. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to make some finishing butter. This stuff you're going to use in almost all of the keto recipes. Butter. I learned about finishing butter in Texas. It's butter, and it's got all kinds of delicious stuff mixed in there, and you use this to finish off meat that you're grilling. You use it. You can cook your eggs in this stuff. You can saute Brussels sprouts or just about anything in this stuff. It's great. It's delicious. I use Kerrygold butter. It is creamy, delicious goodness. It's sweet. It's good butter. Also in there, what I do is I chop up fresh basil, rosemary, oregano, sage. Sometimes I put Italian parsley in there. You know, sometimes I put thyme in there. It just kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in. If I'm going to be cooking it all the time, which usually I am cooking this stuff, if I'm going to be cooking it, I put some garlic in there because I just love the flavor of garlic. A lot of people can't handle raw garlic. So if you're not going to be cooking this for whatever reason, the garlic's up to you. I use garlic. Shallots. Shallots are kind of fancy, and I'm a fancy guy. Now, the thing about all of this is you really just gotta pound it. You gotta grind it and pound it into almost a paste because otherwise you're picking it out of your teeth for the rest of your life. So we're gonna grind all this stuff up. I'm gonna show you how to put this finishing butter together. I'm so excited. Here's the basil. I got this stuff ground up pretty thin, and that's what you want. You do not want it to be. You don't want to be picking this stuff out of your teeth. I'm stripping the rosemary leaves off of the sticks. They're no fun. These sticks are no fun to chop. You know, the thing about fresh chopping all of these herbs for your finishing butter, it's kind of a lot of work, but it's so delicious. You know, the most important part of keto is that you can't cheat. What you're trying to do is you're trying to achieve ketosis. You're trying to trick your body into wanting to only eat proteins and fat. The fact of the matter is, it's brutal on your system. I mean, obviously, look at me. I've lost 150 pounds in like a year. So this is awesome. I saw this on Tasty one time. So I always make this with Kerrygold butter. It's just so good. It's like a part in your mouth, really. I mean, it's good, delicious butter. So the next step is I've got all of my stuff chewed up, ground up. These are my 6 fresh ingredients. I've got basil, I've got rosemary, I've got oregano, I've got sage, I've got garlic, and I've got shallots. What are shallots? Fancy little onions. You know, I'm fancy, so I like to use fancy onions called shallots. Also, in the finishing butter, I use garlic salt, and sometimes I put some garlic powder in there too. I like garlic, and I like salt, and I like butter. This is perfect stuff, I'm telling you. I'm going to take my 1.5 pounds of butter. I'm going to stick it in this Pyrex deal, and I'm going to put it in the microwave. I'm going to soften it up. Now, I don't want to melt it. I just want to soften it, so I'm going to put all of this in there for probably 20 seconds. Where's the microwave? Okay, so I've got my softened pound and a half Kerrygold butter. I'm gonna add some stuff to it. I'm gonna add, well, all this garlic because I like garlic. I'm gonna add shallots. You know, I'm gonna taste it and see how I like it. I'm gonna add some of the shallots to sage, probably not all the sage. I'm gonna put some sage in there. I'm gonna put some oregano in there because oregano is delicious. This fresh rosemary. I'm gonna put in some basil. I like basil. I'm gonna put in plenty of basil. I'm gonna put in some garlic salt because let's face it, I like salt and I like garlic. And I'm gonna put in some garlic powder because I like garlic. Okay, now I'm gonna grind this up. I've got this fancy KitchenAid all that stuff's in there. Oh, it's so good. Now, you can add pepper to this, you can add chili powder, you can do whatever you want. You can custom make these to however you want. I think this one is perfect, right? So you just take a rubber spatula, you stick it in some Tupperware, and you put it in the fridge. And you know, there it is. You're cooking eggs in this stuff. You're finishing your meat with that. We're going to cover this in upcoming episodes. Sauteing anything you want in this stuff, it's delicious. It adds great flavor, it adds great spice, finishing butter. Wonderful.